What's up, guys? Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm watching AKS, USLV, SNSS, WPRT, XNET, PYDS. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the chat room so you can see what I'm watching. How's the picture quality look? I'm getting a red dot this morning, but we'll see. So let me know how the picture quality and sound looks, everyone. Someone give me some feedback. But I'm going to go ahead and upload my watch list to the chat so you can see what I'm watching. Have a really big watch list today, really. Looks good, Kyle. Good. All right, good. So it's clear. Okay, so here's my watch list. There's a few other ones I'm watching as well. I just didn't feel like making it too big, but let me see if I can find those other ones. Yeah, I'm watching USLV as well. Good morning, Braxton. What's up, man? Okay, so I'm curious to see if AVGR can push over this 43-cent area. It's at 39 cents now. It held most of the gain, and it's actually trending upwards towards 40 cents in after hours and pre-market. And so we'll see if it can break this area here at the open. That's the point I'm really watching with this one. I also really like SNSS. This is one of my favorite swing strategies, is when a stock has really low volume throughout most of the day, and then right before the end of the day it has this really big push here. As you can see on SNSS, like I said, it had low volume throughout the day and then a really big push towards the end of the day, and so it's gapping up about 10 cents, 8 cents, 8 or 10 cents so far in pre-market and after hours, so we'll see what it will do. Like I said, I'm watching USLV. It's up to 11.88. It reached a high in after hours of 12.08. So I'm going to be watching it over this $12 point. See if it can push that. Watching WPRT, although I do want the volume to pick up a little bit with this one. It's at 370 now. High of after hours and pre-market's 390. So we'll see what it will do. I'm also watching GRPN. I think it's Groupon. It's moving a lot in after hours and pre-market. Got rejected hard at $5, but now it's coming all the way back up after making a 50-cent drop here. So we'll see what it does. Watching XNET again. Although I don't necessarily trust this one, but we'll see if it can put in a decent push. PYDS. Was watching this one yesterday. It's gapping down some in after hours about 25 cents, and so we'll see if this one can make a big push back up and break over this 250 level here. CRR, this one I made a decent amount of money on this one yesterday. And so we'll see if it can break over this high right here at 838. It's sitting right at that high now. And so a lot of volume picked up towards the end of the day yesterday. So we'll see if it can push up. STML. This one's trending up. Looks to want to break 14. So we'll see if it can. TRXC. Although this is one of those stocks I just don't trust. But we'll see if this one makes a move. HMNY. This one was at $40 a few weeks ago. If you could look at the daily, it went all the way up to 38.86 and all the way back down. So definitely a pump here. Obviously a pump, but we'll see if it can make a push today. See if it can reverse here. Yeah, watching SNSS here right at this 265 level. It's sitting right around there now, so we'll see if it flags and pushes up. Oh, so yesterday was Halloween here and it rained all night. I'm so bummed out the Astros lost yesterday. I was ready for them to take the series right there, but we'll see if they can come back today and get a win. Yeah, let me know if there's anything that you guys see as well. If y'all see anything moving, let me know. There we go. Now it's back to green. Okay, good. Let's see. I know, Blue. I was so mad when you hit that home run. I felt kind of bad. Like I started cursing, and my daughter came out from upstairs and said, "Daddy, I could hear you cursing." And I said, "I'm sorry," you know. But I was so bummed out, man. So bummed out, man. Yeah, Jock, he hit that bomb, man, and it was a big play for the Dodgers, man. They needed that, and once we got to the ninth inning, I had a feeling it was over, but I stayed up and watched the rest anyway. I don't know why they made it on Halloween. You know, that makes it so that parents, it's hard to watch because parents have kids. EVHC. Yeah, it looks like it's going to try to fill some of this gap down. If it can break over 35, we'll see if it can make that push up. We'll see. I don't know what's going on, but my Facebook page for beginner trading won't let me post anymore. It doesn't have that post box available. I don't know what's going on with this. Weird. Oh well. Yeah, yeah, Blue, we'll get it back, man. Astros will take it tonight, you know. We'll get that. Houston needs it, man. After that flooding and everything, man, Houston needs it more than anything right now, you know. And so hopefully we'll take it, but it's a tough game. They're both teams are obviously really good teams. And so we'll see. But yeah, as soon as Jansen started pitching, I could tell he was on last night, and so you know we'll see what Kenley does tonight. Hopefully he doesn't have as good of a game. I thought we should have taken our starter pitcher out way before we did. We let him pitch into the 6th inning. I think he was tired by then, and so you know. SKLN. Oh, I do like this one. Good call, man. I didn't even see this one. But yeah, I like this one. It's not a huge gap up, but it's enough to bring people's attention to it. It's kind of open for this pre-market high break, so that's what I'm watching over 235. We'll see if it can break that. ABGR gapping up 8 cents up to 40 cents now. It's a big gap for this stock, so we'll see if it has a little bit more momentum. Let's look at the daily on this one. The daily's not bad on S and SS. We'll see if it can push over and hold over this 250 area. So HMNY is sitting right at $11. So it's got a little channel forming in between this 1150 and this 1082 point. So we'll see if it can hold over 11, make that 1150 pre-market high break. TRXC is struggling to stay over 3. We'll watch it over 3, but this one just had a lot of fake outs. It's been having a decent amount of fake outs lately. A lot of times it'll have one big push at the open, and then it'll kind of wash out for the rest of the day. So you push. So we'll see what this one does. Appreciate it, Team Blue. Yeah, let's hopefully all have a green day, man. But yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support, dude. Yeah, I know a lot of other people, like a lot of other traders, they try to sell stuff. I'm not trying to sell anything, you know. Other traders and gurus and streamers or whatever, they'll try to sell their chat room. They'll try to sell everything else. They'll try to make courses and everything else, and they're just looking for your money, man. A lot of times they're not even really profitable. They're just saying they are so they can try to upsell you stuff. And so yeah, I just try to stick to trading. I'm not trying to sell anything, you know. I'm just streaming, letting people see what works for me, what doesn't work for me, you know. And so, but yeah, I appreciate the support, Blue. Yeah, I'm watching CRR. If you watched my following video after my stream, I made a decent amount of money on this one yesterday. Not a ton, but I was able to come back with this one, having 2 trades. I got in when at this reversal setup. Let me see if I can zoom into it. Go to the 2-minute. But yeah, I got in on this reversal setup. So I got in around 8:04. So after this, you can see this reversal right here. It broke over this previous high. So this washout pattern was reversing. I got in at 8:04. I think I rode it too. I did with 2 trades, so I kind of rode the push up. I got in. I think I got in at 8:04, exited at 8:14 or 15 for an $8 or $9 profit, and then I got back in at 8:16 and rode it up to 8:26 and sold right here. And so that was kind of my saving trades for yesterday. Good morning, Nerve. What's up, man? So HMNY couldn't hold. Breaking under that little channel at 1071 now. But yeah, I do like SKLN. Over 2. We'll see if we can break 235. Lately at the open every day, a lot of stuff has just been washing out as soon as the open hits. And sometimes there's some reversals going on, but a lot of times they've just been washing out at the open. So we'll see if that happens again today. SPY's gapping up. Yeah, the SPY's been washing out almost every day at the open. Let me see. No, maybe not on Monday. Let's see the S&P. The S&P had about basically an even day yesterday. We'll see what it does. See if I can find anything else that's moving. Yeah, PYDS is starting to kind of come down. It was gapping up yesterday in after hours, but in pre-market it dropped a significant amount under that 250 level, so we'll see. MBRX gapped up to 235, but then came all the way back down to 206, so it's not my favorite one. BGFV as well, gapping up a little bit. Looks like a little bit higher float of a stock just by how these candles look. So maybe we'll see what that one does. GSUM gapping up over yesterday's high. And so we'll see if that one moves some. STML sitting right under that high of yesterday at 14. Got rejected pretty big at pretty hard at 14. AMRN gapping up a little bit. I might watch this one. Up to 359 now. Highs at 360. We'll see if it can hold over 350. DBVT's gapping up some. XNET's gapping up a little bit from yesterday. AVGR is back down to 39 cents. See what it does. TRXC is finding some support at 3. But like I said, I don't necessarily trust this one. Let's see if EVHC can reverse here. The 3450 level. CYCC. Oh yeah, CYCC does look good. Good call out, Abe. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch this one. Has really good volume. You said it has positive stage 3 results. Or phase 3 results. Good, good. That's good news. So we'll see. We'll watch this one. I'll keep this one here probably. You said CYTR as well. Yeah, CYTR just doesn't have that volume that I'm looking for. Let me see. See if I can find the news on CYTR. Yeah, I like CYCC over 2. Okay, so yeah, CYTR has a reverse split that's set for today. It's reducing the number of common shares outstanding from approximately 165.8 million to approximately 27.6 million once trading starts. So that's why it's gapping up, but we'll see if it moves any. It may not. We will see. What's up, Troy? Good morning, man. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat again. My main watch list, at least. Alright, so that's my main watch list for this morning. Hopefully we get some good movers. Looks like we might. A lot of decent amount of activity in pre-market today, so hopefully we'll get some big movers at the open. BBOX is gapping up a little bit as well, up to 350. A little bit of a channel forming on CYCC. We'll see if it can push and break 195 for that $2 push. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left until the open. But yeah, guys, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me day trade my small account on UStock live every morning at the open. I also go over what's moving in pre-market. And everybody, do me a favor and hit that like button right now on this video. So click that like button. We definitely appreciate the support. So yeah, my 4 main watches this morning are AVGR, CYCC, SNSS, and SKLN. Those are the 4 I'm watching the most. Also keeping my eye on CRR, XNET, STML, TRXC, HMNY, and CYTR. But yeah, some decent activity. Check out the dailies on all these. So AVGR had a lot of resistance at this 41 cent level. We'll see if it can break over there. Where's it? I think it's at 38 cents now. Okay, so it's at 40 cents. So yeah, this 41 cent level is where we need to watch. CYCC is a former runner. I remember trading this thing when I first started trading a few years ago. Okay, so it's up to 189. Alright, so the obvious resistance is 2, but then it also has a little bit over 210 and at 227. So we'll see. SKLN. Let's look at the daily on this one. So we'll see if it has a follow-through day here. I guess it did, but let me see. So it's up to 222 right now. Alright, so we'll see. It's got a little bit of room if it can break 240s especially. We'll see what SKLN does. This one looks like a nice daily chart. So SNSS. Where was this one? This one is at 264 right now. Got some resistance at this 275 level, but if it can break that, it has a little bit of room till over 3. Yeah, me too, Abe. I like those two, SKN and CYCC. Really good gap on those. Not a huge gap up by any means for both of them, but it's a decent gap. And so I'm going to watch it over those pre-market highs. That's really what I'm watching it for. Yeah, definitely. The stock market definitely has more volume in the winter months. At least by winter months, I mean October, November, December, January. And so those are usually really busy times. And if you think about it, around Christmas is because the economy is, there's a lot of buying going on with the economy. And so that could be a reason why. But yeah, the stock market definitely has more volume. The summer months are really tough to trade. This summer, it wasn't actually that bad. I didn't do too bad this summer, but a lot of times this summer is really tough to trade. It's just because the volume's not there. And so it's really easy to force trades with no volume getting in rough positions just because there's not enough to, there's not enough decent setups to trade. So hopefully, yeah, it should continue. I mean, usually the volume in the market's pretty decent in these winter months. So November, December, January. And so we should have a decent few months here. You know, the investors that actually fundamentally trend trade, a lot of times they'll start buying now, hold it throughout Christmas, and, sell before summer hits or spring. And so, all right, so SKLN is up to 229 now. CYCC testing that bottom right there at 185. I hope it holds. I don't want to see it break that. We'll see. All right, so CYCC broke under that previous support level at 185. It's down to 178 now. I don't like the drop. Back up to 185, so hopefully it was just a, you can never really tell. The volume's so low in pre-market and after hours that it only takes a few buys or sells to drop the price like this. And so hopefully it rebounds here. I don't want to see it give up more than half of this gap candle right here. It needs to at least hold half of that. So 178 hopefully will be the bottom of it and it will rebound, but I don't like that drop. Right, exactly, Kyle. Yeah, CYCC is dropping below this channel. We'll see if it can hold 180. Yeah, my favorite investor quotes are, let me see, Warren Buffett. He said the key to investing is to um, be greedy when others are. Wait, what is it? I can't remember. I'm running a blank. Yeah, it's possible. Hopefully we get a good dip. Oh yeah, so Warren Buffett said, "Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." It's one of my favorites. Yeah, and then then Baron Rothschild said that the time to buy is when there's blood in the streets. And so basically buy low. That's another good one. Right. Yeah, Kyle, that's true. But yeah, look at these big red candles on CYCC. It broke underneath that channel. It popped right back up to 183 though, but makes me like it a little bit less. Alright guys, we got 5 minutes. If you're just now joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see me day trade my small account on UStock live every morning. Also, everyone, click that like button now. We appreciate the support, so click that like button for this stream. But yes, we'll see what AVGR does. It's forming a pretty narrow channel here, in between this and that, and so in between 38 and 40. We'll see if SNSS can get this push. XNET gave most of it back, falling back down, all the way back down to the low of this time frame right here. Faked people out. Yeah, Kyle, it's a tough balance in between selling too early and holding too long. I know it's one of the biggest things one of the biggest mistakes I make is that every time I'm in a winning trade, I get so bummed out if I exit the position and it goes, even if it's just a little bit higher. I sit there and I tell myself that I sold too soon, but that's not the right mindset to have. You know, if you just take a little bit of the move and make a little bit of money, that's a good trade. You know, and I need to work on that for sure. You know, I have a fear of missing out too much and end up getting bummed out if I sell too early. But I need to just be grateful if I take most of the move, and so, you know, I guess it's human nature to be like that. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes and about 5 seconds, and so we'll see SKLN making a late pre-market push up to 232 now. I'd rather it not break that pre-market high right now and wait for it to break at the open if it can, and so hopefully it doesn't break that channel quite yet. I'd rather it get up there at the open. Good morning, Black Monday. Black Monday, you've been doing awesome lately, man. You've had some good call-outs. I realized that yesterday, man. You've been doing well. Good job, bro. ADMS, Team Blue? I didn't check it out. Let me see. Yeah, ADMS is a pretty gap up for a little bit more expensive of a stock. But yeah, I definitely like ADMS. I'm going to add it to my other monitor. Alright, so there goes SKLN with a minute before the open. I hope it gets rejected right here. There we go. See that? I'm a psychic. I just predicted that. Oh, there it goes back up. Don't break quite yet, SKLN. Wait to break that at the open. You only got 40 seconds left, man. Yeah, Kyle, that'll happen to me a lot. Like, I'll be in a winning trade and I'll say, I just want to get a few dollars more in profit. Just a few dollars more. And then I'll wait for that few dollars and then it'll reverse and I'll end up taking a small loss instead of a small win. And so, yeah, yesterday I didn't do that great at the open, but I cut my losses when I needed to. I cut my losses quickly yesterday, and so I was happy with that. And I cut my losses fast enough so I was able to rebound on 2 trades on CRR. All right, guys, here we go. Alright, so I'm in SKLN with 30 shares since it broke that pre-market high. We'll see if it can push back up here. I might have bought too soon. Yeah, I'm going to get out. I mean, I took like a $2.30 loss, or a $3 loss, which is okay. I think I bought it a little bit too soon. Let me see what else is moving. Yeah, it looks like I got out of SKLN at the right time. Looks like a good short now that it dropped under that 220 level. CYCC dropping too. Watch it ABGR here, see if it can come back in reverse, breaking that 40-cent level. Yeah, with SKLN, you know, what I did wrong here is it's always best to wait for it to hold support over that previous resistance line. And so I didn't wait for it to hold support. But that's a kind of something I'm learning from it now. Let me see. ADMS. CYTR. Oh, CYTR. There's also OAS pushing up over 10 now. Really nice move. Look for a 1 minute pullback here on OAS. Alright, so I'm in CYTR. Huge push right here. I'm a little bit nervous about it though. I got in a little bit late and it could make a big drop here. And so we'll see if it follows through. Might take a pullback here down to $2 is what I'm worried about. Up to 235. 238. See if we can get up to 250. SKLN looks like it's going to try to reverse here, possibly. Check out SKLN, guys. It's a reversal here. Up to 240 now. Hopefully this is just a little pullback on CYTR. There we go, 237, 238, 244. There we go. See if it follows through and breaks 250 here. $242. $244. $250. There we go. $259. I'm gonna go ahead and sell here for about a $5 or $6 profit. I'm not sure where I was executed with that one, but I'm green on the day after that trade. Only a small amount, but green nevertheless. Watching SKLN here. WLL. Yeah, WLL looks strong. It got rejected at 650, and so we'll see if this is just a dip and a pullback, and we'll see if it starts to push back up and breaks that 650 level. CRR is running as well. CYTR struggling to get over 250. Yeah, we'll see if WLL can push that 650 level and break it this time. Nice job, Black Monday. All right, so there goes CYTR over 250 again. Let me check my trade statement from so CRR pushing up to 850 here. Check my trade statement on Robinhood or on UStock. Okay, so I was executed at 254 for a 650 profit. So that's a decent profit. I'm up about $3. Okay, so here goes SKLN, guys. It's trying this 250 level. I'm watching it over that. CYTR couldn't hold that 250 point. But I'm watching SKLN here. It's pushing up after dipping a little bit after a washout long setup up to 248. I'm worried it's going to get rejected at 250, so I'm going to be patient with it. Binet, I use Thinkorswim. It's a TD Ameritrade. It's a free platform. It doesn't cost anything. All you have to do is create an account with TD Ameritrade and download it. But yeah, this charting is Thinkorswim. Sorry. But yeah, SKLN got rejected at 250 again. We'll see if it follows through here. Same thing with WLL. We'll see if it follows through. They're all testing that $half area. And so we'll see. guys, what is the does everything look clear? I'm getting another red indicator. WLL pushing up to 647. But yeah, let me know what the picture quality looks like, guys. I'm still getting a red dot for my output. It'll usually go away within 5 minutes, but just give me an update on it. All right, so WLL couldn't. It's still trying, but it couldn't break 650 on that push. Same thing with SKLN and CYTR. They're all getting rejected at the $0.50. Kind of watching CRR in this case. It's at 849 now. But all of these are getting rejected at that $0.50, so we'll see. WTI. Check out WTI. It looks like a little bit higher float of a stock, but it's pushing up nicely nevertheless, up to 335. These energy stocks are pushing up nicely today. XNET made a push this morning too, but a little bit too random of a stock for me. All right, so WTI pushing up, breaking that previous high at 335, is at 336 now. Watching WTI here. Up to 336. SKLN is finding some support at this 230 level. WTI up to 337. Correct, Andre. Watching SKLN here to see if it can ever break this 250 point. Maybe looking at MTBC here. Had a nice little push. See if MTBC kind of rebounds here, pushes back up. AKS is pushing up nicely as well. breaking that pre-market high right here. 488. Up to 489. We're watching AKS nevertheless. See if we can hold over this pre-market high. OBE kind of slow grind up here. STML breaking over that pre-market high, or that previous high of the day at 14.14 up to 14.18. GE pushing up nicely. Beautiful 1 minute pullback here on GE. I missed it though, but it's nice nevertheless. Right here, this beautiful 1 minute pullback, and then the push up. STML looks to be climbing up as well. I'm watching MTBC here. It's up to 332. Possible breakout over, if it can break this 335. Let's see if it can run and break out over that. Needs some volume though. So AKS holding support over that pre-market high. You can see this candle here. It bounced down, held it as support. Now it's pushing up. It's probably going to test 5, I'm guessing. With that said, I'm not an investment professional, so make your own assessment of the market, but it may test 5. Up to 491 now on AKS. LBIX, EMES. Yeah, LBIX needs some volume though. GE has this little mini pullback here on the 1 minute chart at this 2040 level. Not a huge range, probably a higher float stock for a more expensive stock. X. Yeah, X looks good. Yeah, these energy stocks. Pushing over 29. All right, so there goes GE after that little micro pullback. up to 20.45. Huge pullback on AKS. See if it holds support where that previous resistance was at that 485 level. Guys, if you're just now joining us and you want to see me go over what's moving in the market as well as day trade my small account live at the open, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the bell next to it if you want the alert every time I go live, and make sure you slap a like onto this video. We definitely appreciate the support, so everyone click that like button now on the stream. Like I said, we appreciate it. Watching X to see if it holds some support over this $29 point and can push back up, breaking 29.25. Watching it for that. Yeah, GE, that little 1 minute pullback here is very pretty setup here. You know, this is one of my favorite setups. When a stock's on a run like this, a little pullback here, just a stock needs consolidation. It's actually healthy for it. And so this little pullback here was a good entry. If it, you know, you can see it pushed up nicely after that, but I missed it as well. By the time I started watching it, it was way up here in the 20s. And so CRR trying to come back here. I'm gonna make a run for that 850 level like before. We'll see if it can push over it this time. ATOS. Oh, good call out, Black Monday. There's that 1 minute pullback. See, I want to see it follow through though. All right, so GE, another pullback. It's testing 2050. MBRX. Yeah, MBRX just didn't do anything. The reason I didn't like this one as much was because it had this really nice gap up to 235, but then during pre-market it gave almost all of it back. It went all the way back down to 2, dropped 35 cents, and so that indicates weakness, and so I didn't like it as much. It had a little push at the open, so not a bad little push, but it just couldn't follow through. Alright, so GE breaking 2050 up to 2050 now, high of 2052 at 2051 now. You're a star, Black Monday. While we're talking about Twitter though, I'm gonna add a link to my Twitter here. Everybody go check out my Twitter. It's called Beginner Trading. I need some more followers on Twitter. LBIC, PYDS. You mean LBIX? Yeah, LBIX. Up to $1.70 now. Yeah, PYDS is reversing here. Let's see if we can get over 250. Watching for a little pullback on LBIX here. You don't have a Twitter, Black Monday? Everybody's got a Twitter, man. You know, you got to set you up one. All right, so ATOS, big pullback. We'll see if it follows through, breaks 45 cents. Watching LBIX to see if this is just a little pullback. There it goes. Alright, so I'm in with 30 shares on LBIX. Just a very small share size. Just in case it doesn't work out. The volume definitely picked up on this one. Alright, it's up to 177 now. We'll see if it follows through here. 182. It's trying. $181, 182. It's trying here. 184. $185. 187. There we go. Nice chart here, but we'll see what it does. $188. There we go. $189. See if we make that $2 push. $193. There we go. $195. Go ahead and sell here. Might get rejected at all right, so that's a $5.30 gain on LBIX. Very small gain. Got out right before it tested 2 just because it could have gotten rejected. So I'm up about $8 on the day. Good call out on LBIX, whoever called it out. Awesome job, Black Monday. Good job, man. All right, so I've had 1 loss, 2 winners. My 1 loss was very small. And so let's watch LBIX for a pullback here. See if it pushes over 2. Yeah, that's why I got out at $2. It had some $2 resistance, and so that's ultimately, I just exited there. Got out at about 198, but it's over 2 now. Really strong push here, though, 205. Big push. 207 now, guys. It needs a pullback sometime, though. 213. Wow. Yeah, see, these are the trades I'm talking about. While I had a little gain on it, but I'm bummed out I didn't hold it for this push. 215 now, guys. Wow. Huge push. It needs a pullback sometime, though. There's no way I would get into it right now, but hey, who knows? It could keep running. Yeah, Miguel. From what I understand, it's delayed for different people. Like most of the time, the delay is like 15 to 30 seconds, and so if it's longer than that, try refreshing the page. That could be a problem. That could be a fix for it. So we'll see about this pullback on LBIX. It's had a nice little 1 minute pullback here. We'll see if it pops back up, but. But yeah, I got in right after this first 1 minute pullback right here. One of my favorite strategies is this 1 minute pullback here. I got in once it broke that. I think at about $1.76. Rode it up to about 198. So about $6 on that one. It's back down under 2. Back up to 201 now. Up to 207. This could just be a pullback here. Who knows? It could shoot up. It's already up a huge amount though in the last few minutes, so be careful with it. See what else is moving. Check out EAT. Pushing up, testing that $32 area on EAT. Up to $31.99 now. EAT up to 32.04. 32.09 now. LBIX looks like it's struggling to stay over 2, so be careful with it. Up to 209 now. That high of the day is at 215. It's up to 211. Could be flagging here. Up to 213. 219. There it goes. Let's see if it holds over that 215, 214 previous high. It's at 217 now. Be careful though, it could be a fake out. Yeah, I don't like it anymore after it got rejected once it broke past that previous high. Maybe a good short now, but I don't like it as much for sure now. Not my favorite. We'll see though. It could always run, but I'm a lot less confident in it once it got rejected right there. Maybe a good short, but who knows. Be careful with it. Also, WPCS is moving a little bit. Not the biggest range for a cheaper stock. It's only moved about about 15 cents, maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit more actually. 15, 16 cents. Yeah, all these up wicks is what I don't like. Selling pressure. But it's testing that previous high. Again, we'll see what happens. Alright, so WPCS hitting that 157 level. Where that previous high of the day was on WPCS. Not a lot of volume though. Very low volume. We'll see if it follows through. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Andre. A lot of up wicks. You know, if you don't know, these up wicks mean selling pressure. If it's a down wick like that, it means buying pressure. But with all these up wicks, it means there are a lot of sellers trying to keep it down. And so, be careful, guys. Nice job, Andre. Good job. Way to stay patient with that one. DEPO. Check out DEPO. It just broke over 5. Broke over that previous high at 503. Big long up wick though. We'll see what it does here. Very messy chart on DEPO. EAT looks good. It bounced over 32, held it as support. Looks to be going up to test this previous high right here at 332. Alright, so there goes LBIX. Looks like the sellers couldn't keep it down. We'll see if it makes a push here. Still trying though. ADMS trying to push up, test that previous high of the day. It's up to 2768 now. That high of the day is at 2772. It just broke. Big volume spike. It's up to 2783 now on ADMS. Big spike right here. Broke that previous high of the day. Probably an opening range breakout from the looks of it. Yep. So you can see this opening range right here. Finally broke it. Spiking up now on the 5-minute. Up to 2774 now. Alright, so EAT, like I said, it bounced over 32, held it as support, and now it just pushed up, broke that previous high of the day, reaching a high of 32.37 now. It got rejected right back down to 32.17 where it's at now, but broke that previous high of the day, so it's worth a watch. EBIO. Yeah, it could reverse here. It just broke over. Well, it needs to hold over that 72 cent level, that 72 or 73 cent point, maybe 73 cents. Yeah, 73 cents. So it needs to hold over there. If it does, it might be a good reversal play. It looks like it may get rejected at that 72 cent point. We'll see if it bounces over. Also, the big area to watch is right here where it had all this resistance at 76 cents. So we'll see. MARA. Wow, MARA, big spike. Got rejected at $2, so we'll see if it can push back up. But big spike. Big drop now too on MARA. We'll see if it's just a pullback like LBIX did right here. But be careful with it. That's a big drop. Makes me like it a little bit less. Alright, so EAT, like I said, it bounced over 32, held 32 as support, and now it's pushing up, breaking highs of the day. It just broke over 32.50. It's at 32.58 now with the high of the day at 32.61. And so EAT pushed up really nicely. I just didn't hop in it when I should have. Didn't get in, but it was a nice setup here over 32, pushing up to 32.64 now. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't like this huge pullback on MARA. Too big of a pullback. I like to see consolidation. Consolidation is healthy and everything, but if the pullback is this big, it makes me trust it a little bit less. But we'll see. It could always push back up. You never know. But I don't like it as much now. Yeah, you must mean the 1-minute chart. Let me see. Yeah, huge upwick and downwick. So this just means indecision. You can see it has this huge upwick here and then this huge downwick. So they're undecided on where they really want to go. You know, who's going to win, the buyers or sellers. They're just undecided on that one. Which means, in my opinion, it's not a great time to get into it, but who knows? Alright, so EAT. Man, I was correct on this one. I was absolutely right with this one. I just never got in it. But it's up to 32.83 now. Yeah, with no news, that's a weird spike. You got to be careful with it if it's no news. Same thing with LBIX though. I don't think LBIX had any. I don't think it had any news as well, and so who knows? But I see a lot of up wicks on LBIX, so not gonna hop in it. But even if MARA does come back here and breaks this 190 point, I still don't trust it. Just because this was too big of a... I like this little 1 minute pullback here where it popped up 30 cents after that little pullback. But this big down, this big pullback here is too big. It's just too big. Three minute? I don't think I have a 3 minute. Yeah, I rotate between 1 minute, 2 minute, and 5 minute. I try to use 1 minute right at the open, and then after that, I kind of rotate between them all. I kind of look at all the different time frames of a specific chart. Like LBIX might look good on the 5 minute. No pullbacks on the 5 minute. Maybe the 2 minute. Yeah, it doesn't look bad on the 2 minute. There it goes though. LBIX up to 215. Trying again here. Big down wick on it when it tested $2, so we'll see what it does here. It's trying, but with no news and this big move, already pretty overextended with LBIX, I'm not going to get into it. I just don't trust it. Look at this washout on AKS. Huge washout. This might be a reversal play right here on AKS. Yeah, LBIX is finding some support at $2. Check out ICON, guys. Big push on ICON reversal, but really big push. Looks like a higher float stock, but a big push nevertheless. It doesn't have a huge range at all, but it's still a nice push on ICON. There it goes, up to 181. 182. Pretty chart on ICON. Needs a pullback though, but a nice chart nevertheless. Yeah, it looks like MARA is done. AXAS kind of broke out of this range right here. ICON up to 197. Huge push up to 204. Check out ICON. Looks like I caught that move early, but man, up to 204. Huge push. It's trying here. Up to 208. Big push on ICON. Some big up wicks though. We'll see what it does here. Huge up wicks on ICON. Really big up wicks. We'll see if it's just a pullback here. It might look better on a different time frame, but the 1 minute tells me the most information right now, and so I'm going to keep it on the 1 minute. See if it's just a pullback here, if it breaks over 2 cleanly. Yeah, the best entry with this one would have been this washout long setup range breakout right there. That would have been the best entry, but a little bit late. Some big wicks on ICON. All right, so ICON up to 192, 188. Doesn't look like it's going to hold. Check out XNET. XNET, big push right here. Reversing, breaking over this previous high. Up to 932 now. A little bit late on it. Up to 937. 939. Big push on XNET up to 940. Just missed it. Yeah, good job, Andre. Yeah, Miguel, it popped up quick on ICON. It ran up quick because I was watching it just over here at like in the 170s, you know, and that's when I called it out. But after that, it just shot up really big, and so a lot of down wicks now. We'll see if it can find some support over that previous low at about 185. We'll see here. To 3, Black Monday. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it has room. It had a huge drop these last few days, and so it has all this room, really till 4. It has a little bit of room, but we'll see what it does here. Yeah, I did like this little 1 minute pullback entry on XNET. I just didn't get in, but it looked pretty, and now it's pushing up. We'll see if it can break 950 now. XNET is one of those stocks, like I kind of, in my head, I have all these stocks that have a lot of fake outs, and XNET is one of them. XNET, TRXC, HMNY, they all have a bunch of fake outs, and so I try to kind of stick away from the stocks that fake me out. Yeah, ICON down to the 180 area. It may look better on the 5 minute. Well, I don't know, that huge upwick on the 5 minute, it's not necessarily the prettiest. We'll see though. JNUG. Wow, huge push on JNUG. It's actually not that big of a push just because it's more expensive of a stock. So, I mean, it's about a 50-cent push, which isn't bad in a few minutes. Yeah, that makes sense, Miguel. So LBIX is still holding firm over $2. XNET got rejected at 950. Looks like me not getting in it was a good thing. Alright, so LBIX still making that push, trying to break over that 220 level. It's up to 215 now. It's fought at a lot of resistance at 214 lately, though, on LBIX. Alright, so XNET up to 952 now. There goes the $half break on it. 956. 64. Big push on XNET. Alright, so there goes LBIX up to 222 now. 224. See if it follows through here. Another big long upwick on it. We'll see if it follows through here, breaks back over 220. I want to see it hold support over that previous resistance level at 220 on LBIX. We'll see though. There it goes up to 222. $223. $224. $227. There goes LBIX. It followed through. Let's see if it can hold now up to 226. XNET did too. 227. 228. Following through here. XNET all the way up to 981. Wow. Awesome job, Andre. Good trade, man. 228. Reached a high of 230 on LBIX. So it's still pushing. Found some support at $2 really nicely. And so I guess that was a good indicator that it could run. Found a lot of support there up to 230 now, guys. Up to 231. All right, guys, but it is 10:30. I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream down. I have 2 profitable trades, 1 loss, very small loss, up about $8 or $10. I'll have to go back and check. I'll let you guys know if I do decide to get in anything else. Hopefully I can maintain my profit. These last 3 days have been much better than last week. I've had 3 profitable days so far, and so definitely liking this week better than last week. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the like on this video. We definitely appreciate the support, and I hope y'all come back and see us tomorrow. Good luck in the markets for the rest of the day, guys, and thanks for watching.